What's up, everyone? I'm gonna be doing a live reading of Bleach. I think it's the only manga that I can do a live reading on because it's not too much dialogue and just a lot of pictures. And you guys know I like to talk. So let's just get started. The review and discussion will be a separate video, so mostly it's just gonna be my live reaction. So yeah, let's get started on this thing. This is chapter 594, and what we see here is this first page. He says a Shisogi Jizo, and it seems like his sword has now erupted, or one could say morphed into a face of a female. And then the caption says Mayuri stabs the puppet Hitsugaya with his sword. So let's see what happens. Most likely it's some sort of revival technique. So again, I don't think Hitsugaya is gonna die anytime soon. If you guys don't know, it's not like Bleach to just kill off someone like that. I doubted it, even though the cliffhanger in the last chapter said so. But moving on. I'm on the second page. It says, after losing your sense of balance, your limbs are completely paralyzed. So he's playing with some more drugs. So guys, if you don't know how the live reading works, I initially, when I did them, I read every single word, but that was really tedious, especially for the big mangas, which have a lot of dialogue. Which prompted some of my viewers to say, hey, you just have to read it in your head and then react to each page. So I'm on to the next page. Okay, he's injecting that thing into his neck. That's not the proper way to inject something. And obviously he's screaming because you pretty much stabbed like a 2-inch long needle straight into his neck. That's not how you inject stuff. But obviously, yeah, he's not screaming just because of that. It seems like some black goo has engulfed him, similar to the Venom in Spider-Man. See what happens. By the way, they should do a Spider-Man with the new Spider-Man film series involving Venom. His name may be Phenom. I think it's Venom though. See what happens. I very much like this whole dynamic of his experimentation. Obviously, this guy's a genius. I just love his whole personality. His whole I forgot his name, so I don't know how to refer to him as. But you know who I'm talking about. The scientist guy with the funny sunflower hat right now. He obviously, I love his personality. I love how he interacts and talks to characters, and how he reveals who he is as a person. He's literally like quirky and weird, but in a way that's very ingenious. Like everything you do that makes you think that he's showing some sort of weakness is really just him like outthinking you and being 10 moves ahead of you. That's the stuff I love to do. Anyhow, you know, next page. Ooh. Deal with them. So it seems like all these more undead have been summoned. This time vice captains. And he's just a boss. He's like, deal with them. So here they go. Boom. They're fighting, I believe. Who's fighting who though? It's hard to tell. I won't let anyone get in the way of this experiment. RubDolls. Okay, so he is pretty much defending Hitsugaya while the experiment's taking place. The question though is, who's fighting who at this point? Currently it seems like they're just, fighting each other. I'm guessing, bad guys are fighting the good guys, and he's defending Hitsugaya so that he can fully complete this experiment. They were all okay. So the Bleach universe can do anything, and I'm just sort of face palming here because these people should be dead. These two other females, they should be dead, but at the same time, it's just like they can be brought back. I literally feel like they were taken out of the fight early on, if memory serves me right, and yet now the author has decided no, they were not taken out. They were just badly bruised, and now they are back. So we have two of these Stern Raiders, these two female Stern Raiders talking. Okay, so in my opinion, I was so over these clashing female personalities that the Stern Raiders have. I don't think they're entertaining. I don't think they're quirky or interesting. There's plenty of characters I do think are interesting, so it's not like I'm just ignoring everyone and saying everyone's disinteresting personality. But again, they're playing off these Stern Raider personalities and giving them too much dialogue, in my opinion. Well, obviously he's going to take down 3. Do you realize this is Captain Kuchiki? Look at his, okay, first off, I definitely like his whole new wardrobe. It just suits him very well. It's obviously a lot like Ichigo's new wardrobe. But with the hat, it just makes it really look cool. It works with his personality, which is just this sort of very unique, dark, sort of brooding, somewhat emo personality that he has. And I think that's one thing that the author does well. He is able to create very distinct, unique, different personalities in one universe. A lot of authors can't do that in manga. Obviously, Kuchiki is powered up tremendously from his time in the other realm. Let's see what's going on now. He should be dead, by the way. Again, it's another cop-out by Bleach. But I'll talk about that in the review. Okay, so perhaps what we have here is another puppet master who can control other people and make them say certain things. I very much like this phrase, got one heart, one body, and if I've got my eyes on you, I'll split your head in two. So we now have this other Stern Ritter, very unique how these Stern Ritter are. They're all very different. This guy's bald, sunglasses, enormous white beard, somewhat like an elf, somewhat obese as well. I just applaud the translations for them to be able to create such decent rhymes, despite knowing that the Japanese original dialogue is much different. Still quite interesting. One heart, one body. Maybe that's his ability. He can control specific body parts. The letter L of the Stern Ritters. Time to feel my love. Ooh, I was not expecting such a feminine power, or behavior for this guy at all. Not at all. I thought he would be badass. I don't know. I don't like how this is headed. Uh-oh. Let me rope you in with my love. Stern Ritter member L. I like how they... Okay, let me just put this out there. I like how they... I'll save most of this for my review video, but I like how they incorporated American alphabet letters in here and then played off those letters. So, whoa. Okay, so his power seems to be, he can enchant people to make them love you or be infatuated with you. Not true love, but infatuation. And then power them up and then control them. And it seems like the last page of this chapter, oh no, not the last page. There's more. Okay, her arm is just jacked now. Okay, so this guy's sort of self-absorbed. He's making them fight over them, might fight over him. This, and then, you know, saying, "Oh, don't fight over me." His twisted love is messing with everyone. Okay, so there ends the chapter, and I'll talk about most of this in my review. Based off just my natural reaction after you saw this video, you can kind of tell where I'm going to rate this out of 10. There's a lot to say though, for sure. And it is very interesting what happens at the end, which I'll talk about more in my review video. But thanks for watching. As always, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe.